couple Zans in the T-top. So high, I need detox. We could brawl if you wanna brawl. You are not at all, no G.I. Right now I'm on Avon. Later on I'm on Lehigh. Niggas crazy if they wanna play. Pull a switchblade from my T-high. Slice there and another couple slices. Treat a nigga like a Reebok. Nice band on my G-Shock. I don't dance, I don't bebop. I'm the key, you should look at me. Number 23 with my free shot. Safe to say I got the street stock. Yeah.
Ain't sure what I think it is.
Airways 1 and 9.
Yo, we back up in here, man.
Yo, Nef Bezos, Airwave Radio 1 and 9. And we got a special guest in here today. We gonna chop it up with the one and only Fah Famyliar. And if you ain't familiar, today you gonna get familiar.
What's going on, man? Happy to be here. It's a fun time. Appreciate you for giving me my mirror, man. What's up, live?
So what's going on with you, homie?
Same as you, working. Trying to stay out the way, man. Do better things, man, you know. Do some better things, get some big things going out here in Jersey so they know what we do.
Recently you just shot a video, right?
Absolutely.
What was that video for what track?
Well, it's a backstory to it. It's called Regular. It's an old track. And what I decided to do was release myself. Like, sometimes we got to reboot. When you move so fast, and the times pass, and you see what's going on, and it ain't that you fall off. It's more so you kind of like fall back because you don't want to be involved with what everybody else is, how the game changing. You know what I'm saying? So I always revamp myself. I don't jump in and be like, oh, I let the music sit because I got timeless music. Yeah. So now I felt as though, being as though I know I'm going to the next level in a few minutes when it comes to projects and pushing, I just figured I'd throw out a sneaky mixtape that's really not a mixtape. It's just like a few joints that show you I'm here, and then just slap the shit out you with some shit that's like, oh, he really here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jump out the window with a project when nobody knows us. I always tell people that, you know, everybody think or feel like they somebody, and you know, for real, and we are even the biggest names out here, but who knows us is the problem. So we keep dropping a project and falling back from the project because in 2 months, 3 months, it ain't seem like it's moving or you ain't get enough attention, so you start kind of complaining and doing things. And then you find yourself making more music because you inspired by other shit you see on the gram, everywhere else, how music changed for the few months. And you kind of just move along. You don't realize that you let that shit sit, and that could be a $1 billion hit. I mean, Nelly took 2 years to get on with one song. That song been out. It didn't pop till 2 years of playing everywhere. Like,
why do you think that is? And specifically with that number too, because I've heard that multiple times, and I haven't personally seen it, but I've heard a lot of people say that, like other artists that are more established, and I've also heard it from people that, you know, are still working their way up because they're figuring out what has to happen in order for a record to pop.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, we buzz catching, but we treating it like we getting somewhere. You got to live in your buzz and know how to move each level. You can't just get a little buzz and then jump up there and be like, yo, I'm here, ain't nobody supporting me. You ain't nobody, my nigga. I've been doing this for 10, 12 plus years outside, and I'm still really nobody. And I mean, I'm somebody respectfully, but I'm just saying, like, we're not impactful as we could be yet. So when I say those things, I mean, and to speak on what you was talking about is, I just feel like a lot of this shit is, it changed so bad, it changed so weird that everything is scrambled.
You know, yo, it's crazy. Like, when I was having a conversation last night, and that's what bro said. He was like, is crazy because we understand now. It's like it's so much information that we have now about the industry that wasn't available when we probably were in the beginning stages of our inspiration.
Of our peaks and things.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when it was like, it was probably like, nigga, we would have probably did any and everything
for this shit.
Yeah. But it's like now you older, you got to prioritize. So it's like you can't just do it like that. But I think if a lot of us had certain information and tools in that stage,
exactly, we would have made things wouldn't be like they are now. And I say that respectfully because like what happened was the leaders here and
oh no, don't and listen, don't even, you ain't got to, but I ain't biting my tongue on that.
Oh, no,
I got respect for the elders, but
no,
that's definitely one of the things that this show gonna talk about.
Oh yeah. Well,
we're gonna talk about a new
well anybody who
list
knows,
of artists from Jersey. We ain't gonna keep saying these same damn names.
Yeah, respectfully, and that's why I was about to get it. I'm like, well, we always say when they throw it out there, they say, you know, the names, and I'm not gonna even speak the names, but the names, and when you speak those names is trying to fight to stay afloat now because the game changed. They cannot get in and do nothing, especially being from here, and being a star doesn't mean nothing. So what I'm trying to say is, those names have had, like you talked about, it was a time where we could have did it and it wouldn't be here right now, but they fell into the gap of what the game gave them or everybody else, and that's what made it, oh, okay, if we could capture the lead, you know, these names, then we'll never be, you know, we don't gotta look their way. We don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? We could just act like we love them. You know what I'm saying? They act like they love us because we are feared because we became these beasts that was locked out. We're the dopest thing on earth. We are the most creative thing out here from then till now. But who gonna care if we don't know? If we still trying to, I love what Nef doing. You know what I'm saying? I want him to grow, but we so fucked up. We can't even see bigger than we can't even see what me and bro talking about right now. All we see is what's the next thing to try to outdo everybody. Man, fuck that. I'm about to be, because niggas, you falling right in. But then that's when guys like us come up and we the ones who broke through all that and still fighting for it. If you got any foot from back then, like what you talking about, bro, how it wouldn't have changed, you feel that. So you not going to give up. You ain't scared of the young boys to tell them that's not what you off. You ain't scared to tell these leaders, I don't care if you a leader, I'm that guy. My footwork around here is very, very huge, and it's bigger than yours because at a time when y'all got it, y'all had a little bit of hard work and was in. From that time till now, we had the hardest work and still working and ain't getting really too farther than a certain level.
It seemed like it's a sacrifice going on, and on some like, and I'm speaking like metaphorically because it's a movie called I think it was Master.
Yeah, I
with
seen
Regina King.
Yeah, I seen previews of something like that. Yeah,
where she was in a position at an institution. But it was only the way they had it set up, it can only be one person in that position. And either that person was going to be there until they was no longer there, or they was going to like take them. They had to go in order to replace them. Like, we ain't going to have both of y'all.
Yeah, basically like sacrificing. Yeah.
And anybody else that came for the spot, if it wasn't time for that person to be removed, they was getting pulled in the darkness.
Yeah, of course.
And that shit was crazy. And like, that's what it seems like.
Movies tell us a lot about more than what you think it's about. Like, some of that shit be about hip-hop life. Like that type of shit, where if you help them or think you about to help your Jersey friends, you got another thing coming, because you can get the fuck out and go back where they at. And some of them are. Some of them are local. I won't say no names, and they be chilling, and they be around here doing regular shit now. But their names still gonna buzz forever, because there's a bunch of white folks and people across the world that remember they was a star, and they don't care who was a star or is a star nowadays. As long as your name holds something, it's gonna benefit them. So I'm a fan, you know, no offense. It's just real. So I say keep working, you know what I'm saying? Jersey, we the strongest because we still show love through all of the shit they take from us. They take a lot of shit from us, and we just, you know, we kind of like allow it, which we shouldn't.
Yeah, we so used to that
really
shit,
shouldn't. Because we'll talk this conversation, and then tomorrow night I'll do some fuck shit and be in a place where this conversation be like, bro, but yesterday we just said than you. And then I'm looking at you with that side eye like, I know we said that, but he here now, so it's different. That's what we always do. We should stand, kick, whatever for whoever coming. Then they bounce, say fuck us, and we back arguing with each other like you ain't just, like we don't matter to each other. Like, because you so upset that man just left and ain't leave you with nothing. Everything that happened here, I want to see somebody elevate. It don't. And we going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Everything that happened here from Eminem videos to movies and everything, they slip in and say fuck us after they use our beautiful scenery and our creativity and our grimy, grungy look. Mm-hmm. And then they dip that and movie. Then they say, oh yeah, I love Jersey. Now, once the camera's cut, man, we ain't going back out there unless they pay us $1 million and fuck them niggas. Because if it wasn't, we have 1 million artists and everything here. Why is not none of us booming? Because we are blackballed, to my opinion. In my opinion, it's like he said, some type of sacrifice or something like Jersey, we gonna shout y'all out. Only because we have Summer Jam in your state. Mm-hmm. We have football team stadium in your state, but our jerseys say New York. We took the Nets from you. Come on, let's get them.
You know, I don't even think a lot of people realize that the Jets was actually the Jersey team. Like, they transitioned them to the New York Jets.
The same thing they did with the Nets. Now they the Brooklyn Nets. They don't. You got to understand, they respect us because if it don't get respected, a lot of things could be taken away legally because it's our state. Mm-hmm. So they got to show that love because a lot of things are here. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And we are the backbone of that word because we some of the strongest. They call us the meanest. They want to talk the negatives about us because they don't want to show us the love that we really are.
Yeah, I think even within this, and I agree with what you're saying because there's a lot of things that that they do that just like make me raise an eyebrow. Like even sometimes just watching shows and the jokes be funny, but the jokes about about when they throw something about it, like that shit was funny though, but like damn, like where they come from?
Like then that's sad that you even get to say that shit that's real,
and it's so publicized. You can say it so publicly, like that shit crazy. So, but you can't do that shit in other states.
Exactly.
And that was some shit that like I wanted to kind of. I wanted to stand up and do like, bro, like, but it's too much hardship that'll come with it. I'm on that shit like trick in the morning. Like, if you performing here, you better have somebody from here opening up. Somebody from locally here better be opening up. And who is you here with? Even though we know there's some people, big factors that can bring some names and have brought some names, and that's cool. And it's like, all right, once y'all got them, like, okay, now you got such and such here.
Yeah.
Who can open up for this person? Like, come on, bro. Like, it ain't like, and I think when they be hearing these conversations, they be thinking if it's me saying it, like I'm saying it because I want to be the one. No, it could be Fah. It could be Dutch. It could be Rambro. It could be a few people. It could be Import P. Yeah. It could be Q Dub. Like boy, it could be a few. It could be Hard Luck. Just to name a few, just to let people know, like, I really listen and be in tune, but it could be a couple people from the city.
Hey, look, let me ask you a question, though, and this is going to lead to a point, right? If a motherfucker, it don't matter what race, Jew, whatever, come to you, just free money. Like, yo, I got 1.8 million. You standing here, you're two mans over there. Give it to you, or give it to them. You look over, you're going to say, nah, get to me, I got him. Mind you, he giving it to you for an important cause. Mm-hmm. You have nothing going. Your man's mom's got cancer. He got all type of shit. But you want the money, right? No offense. You tuck the money. You give him a couple dollars. You give him a couple dollars. But it's nowhere near what you going to tuck. We know. I got the control. Mm-hmm. Why would I let y'all even know if he say keep it quiet either? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the same thing with our state. Why would we bring niggas here and then bring one of y'all dope niggas to leave and elevate on us? We don't want y'all elevating from here.
And that's how it comes off.
Because we here. This is how it comes off. We don't want you elevated from here. Fuck out of here. We want to look good by you bringing them here, and that's it. You don't get to shine in your own state, but these motherfuckers from elsewhere who from way across the water could come in and control. Some of them are the people who pick artists. Why is he not from here picking artists, and all the artists are from somewhere else? Then they hit you with the, oh no, it's busy. They don't want to talk. because they know the same thing. But a cat like me, I'm not gonna allow them to play me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna always say what I feel.
And that's what they feel is the problem
They
with
hate
a lot of artists from Jersey,
But
because
also-
they too vocal.
Yeah, but it's how you vocal. Like, you gotta be vocal respectfully. Like, we be vocal too much in our feelings. Like, we really get deep with it, because we'll get, one thing will lead to us saying something we didn't need to. You get what I'm saying? Because we that evil, because we feel like, yo, just shut the fuck up and hear us and do it, nigga, because we've been fucked up for years. Nobody ever did nothing for us.
Yeah.
Can we finally please get some money here? Could we see some of our people winning an award that came from the middle of this Newark area, Irvington, EO? We want to see that, but we don't. And we not going to keep letting motherfuckers just come and do what? Because we don't even let each other do that.
Well, they did give Michael B. Jordan. Well, he just got an award. What, I think a Star.
The Star.
And look how hard he had to work
Yeah,
to
and
get
then,
to that
and then
level.
you know what I don't like about that? Just look how I go. The
And they don't
bittersweet
rep
shit.
it. They don't mention Jersey all around him.
No. Not even just that. You know what I ain't like? The fact that the post went up. Still, he get his props. Why you gotta try to antagonize the man about some old shit?
Throwing up, but this.
Oh,
is,
you ain't corny no more.
you ain't this. Or remember, old girl with some situation he had, a fake pickup. It's crazy how they.
But
do
let
it.
him have said that to a woman.
It would have been ugly, especially coming from where
He
you come
bashing.
from.
Oh, you hating on her success.
Yeah.
What you think you just
Yeah.
did? You trying to remind him of something that he worked away from.
Like,
And then called him corny. And I seen it was dudes that was actually commenting on that post. Like, you could tell he a clown because he let that get under his skin. Like, bro, he human. Like,
That's
he might have
enough.
been going through something that day or that week. It could have been something else that could have, and her saying that could have triggered all of that.
Hey, yo, the internet is full of narratives, bro, and we fall right in.
It be
We don't even realize we all fall right in, even if it's just mentally, because you say something towards it when you see it. Like, see, this is the shit I be talking about. Clowns commenting that, right? But at the same time,
word.
a lot of them cats in real life won't say the things they would, won't be around. Their life is worse. They got done worse. They got a lot of more problems. So the internet ain't do nothing but create a blockage, like a way to hide and just talk shit and have people thinking.
It created.
Yeah.
How you think is stupid. I don't let it make me think stupid. I won't let the comment I see make me think, oh, that's what Nef, thinking. I think, what I feel all the time. I go against that first, purposely, so I won't feel like I'm following it, just to follow the story if I'm gonna do some shit like that. Other than that, let's get deeper back to the music. When I say, my lady, right, she said some shit. She said, no offense, right? Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Right? Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I mean, she said they still play Pop Smoke, but they don't play Nipsey, and they haven't played him since that 6 months after he died. Right? I said, damn, I ain't even pay attention to that though.
And now that you said that, I ain't even think about it.
she said-
I ain't even think about
And
that.
But only because I was playing them already, so I ain't.
But
You know
that's
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying. So she said, there's honor. There's a lot of people who popped and left, but for some reason he still get played more than these people who die or anything. I said every few so often, a big artist takes under another artist, and whatever happens, that name has to get respected. That's 50 little protege. He's still here. He got to make his bread. Y'all better play that shit. Y'all better keep him in rotation. Keep his name alive. Because Fabio don't even get played no more like that, and he recent. You hear him heavy on the radio too much? Like when he was Big Drip in the last one he did. So, and this is not to play nobody out, but when, shout out to Coily, who came to the hood and did the video, right? I'm a big shout out. I have no problem with her. I have no problem with her. She just reminded
She
me
brought
of like
some
a little
attention.
sister of mine,
She brought
right?
some attention home.
What I do have a problem with is it was a couple people there that don't go out in the cold, according to when I needed them to pop out. People who I provided for that I seen out in the cold with her, who's not from where she was at, but I am. This is the problem. We show more love because we feel like, oh, that's just Nef. No, that's Nef, nigga. He, him. Come here. Hey, yo, come on. We jumping with Nef.
Yeah.
Because we out here. We Jersey.
Exactly. This is
He
shit we be
moving.
talking about.
He moving.
Outside of
You
this.
got what I'm
This is
saying?
how the conversation
He
started.
moving. And then, but it's not like that because all we want to do is compare. We don't observe. We compare. We sit there at shows and watch Nef and be like, yo, he dope in our mind. Yo, he killing that shit. But he look around, he don't want the chicks to see you bumping now. He get the attention. What type of sucker shit is we on out here? What type of sucker shit is we on?
You're right.
What the motivation for that nigga even being nice enough to get up there and have that confidence?
Yeah.
And he really dope. And if you listen, he actually doper than what you about to go up there and do. Because you got 18 niggas with you jumping with a loud beat that's not dope. But they'll choose a nigga like that because he jumping in the energy. That's what the world has come to. It's what the internet come to. I would never go with that. Any show I go to, my dolly self feel like 18 niggas. And it's going to always feel that way, even if I got 5 niggas. Because it don't matter. My talent going to show. But they don't care about your talent. Especially not from Jersey. They care about you doing some off-the-wall shit so they can have that shit on you. If you don't do no goofy shit nowadays, you ain't going viral. What the fuck I want to go viral for? I was viral in real life.
Yeah.
I know mega niggas in real life. I know 20,000 people in real life. Like that love me, that show me love, that's in the hood, like from around, mothers, aunties, you get what I'm saying? So the Instagram has took little ass people who are pieces of shit, hate to say it, at heart, and made them come on the internet and showed them how to interview. It's like showing a person how to be an interviewer. So it look good. Show gratitude. I'm just showing love. You're only happy because you lit right now. When that camera go off, you give a fuck about nothing but yourself, and you feel like he ain't better than me. I got more. Look at his followers. People really be behind the scenes doing this, and this is why when we come outside, we can't stick together because your mans and them know you was just talking about this person or that person, and y'all already got this alliance against you.
And they gonna call you on it. They're like, damn, like, bro, what you?
There's niggas right now putting shit up on their randomly about me that I was supposed to. No, I wasn't. Because if we say we ain't about to let nobody fuck up our shit, why would I go back to old ways hopping in? That's what he want me to do. You want me to, Instagram want you to, they like drama. Why you got a whole shade room? Why a chick with a fat ass get 1 million likes and you don't even know her? And a nigga who doing something with a diploma and some shit.
They thinking with the wrong head, that's why.
Yeah.
That's where it comes. That's what it thinking with the wrong head.
That's the word, bro.
So now this is a segue I want to get to, right? We were speaking about this. You've been doing music for a minute, and you've been doing independent movies for a minute, which is something some people, if they like, once again, if you're not familiar, get familiar. He does music, he does clothing, he acts, and he does movies, his own movies. So, and see, that goes to show you how much a motherfucker is in tune. It ain't like it was just behind the scenes. He's just, yo, this what I do now. We really follow each other. We really got each other number and chop it up. And you know what I'm saying? We listen to each other music. Just like when he was talking, like, I added just, like, I got my own, you know, like we all make our own little playlist. Yeah. I got a couple people from the hood, bro. That's what I do. It's a couple people, and I got
different modes, different things. You might be like, yo, I want to hear some Fah. I hear that cake shit.
And I put
some Nef shit.
I put all that shit, like, so that's one way to support, because that's 30 seconds is a stream.
Facts.
And a lot of people don't know that 30 seconds. That's why I used to tell people, like, even if somebody wanted me to share a post for them, I want it to be at least 30 seconds, so if they have their paperwork straight, exactly. That's another conversation.
That's a whole
if they have their paperwork straight, then they can get their mechanical and their publishing royalties and all of that when it's played. You know what I'm saying?
Get your little $1.50, whatever you getting.
Whatever it is, it's going, because it's going to add up.
It's going to add
that's
up.
Basically, and what people don't realize is that's how you invest in yourself.
Facts.
Because people are going to invest in, like, for example, Apple, because they already know the name, but you already know your name and know your own value, so invest in yourself.
Man, listen.
But to get to what I was gonna say,
that's crazy.
You know, who was some artists that you attentive to that you think has potential from Jersey, and like a new, you know, we said, we spoke about this, like a new list, because I get tired of people naming certain names. There are some names that I will say because I'm, you know, they're recent, they're relevant. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're in, some of them is in unfortunate situations right now. Like, for example, Sue Surf, he's been putting in work.
Yeah, shout out to
Arsenal been putting in work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I told bro, like I don't know none of them personally, but I'm proud of them.
Work, yeah,
you know what I'm
where
saying?
we from, exactly.
I'm proud of them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like Poppy Stores. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I remember literally getting Lazy K mixtapes and seeing his name on the back of them shits in the credits. So I know who really been moving and putting in work.
Yeah,
you know.
I was about to say shout out to Poppy Stores, man, because like even when I was younger, like I was out here the same amount of time. I remember Poppy Stores, like so. A lot of people like that don't get the recognition. Shout out to Poppy Stores being out here, man. You got to show love for the time.
We shouted up. He coming through.
But you said a few artists.
But like who would you like? Basically, like what artists you might be attentive to that you think don't get enough attention, and also like who would be people that you consider relevant now? Because I get tired of them naming certain names
that's
and they're literally,
established.
you know what I'm saying? If they're not still going, and it's been 15, 20 years lapsed, and they're still not active in no type of way,
then they don't
count right now. Not to discredit them, but at this current climate, it's like if it's, for example, and just for those, I'm gonna use this example since I use the title of being an OG because sometimes you got to speak some people language. It's like me being an OG. I was known for being on a certain block. I can't come home and expect them little homies out there to be like, oh yeah, Nef home, and I'm like, yeah, this is how it's gonna go now. They're gonna be like, look, big bro, when you was inside, we was out here shaking shit, and this is the order now. So either you gonna
adjust, or you can deal with whatever we feel we gotta do.
And that's how a lot of old heads be getting knocked off. Stop playing with them young boys.
They got pride issues, man. The thing about it is you gotta ease it in. It's just like a father who ain't been around. You come around, you got to ease yourself back in. You can't just pop them and act like, yo, I'm going to discipline you. Nah, you got to be like, oh, this how y'all doing it? Cool. If that's what you want to do. Now, if that's what you want to do, don't sit there and be mad trying to take over because you mad that you feel like you should be on top. You decided to come back. You could have went and got a 9 to 5, man. You could have, anything else. So now that you back, roll with the punches, my nigga, or whatever comes with that. But to your question, I say this, right? I know the artists I see that, and it's probably more than what I probably say because there's a lot of us out here, bro. It's a lot of us, bro, that we might not even
just
say.
Who catches your attention though?
A lot of people catch my attention, but if you're talking about this current moment, I don't know why he popped in my head first, but he was definitely gonna get spoken about. He deserves the industry, and he's like definitely that. I like him, his energy, the way he move. Khalil Gibran. Young boy, I like how he move. He just looked like he there already. Okay. Even his confidence is like more than mine, and I have confidence. You know what I'm saying? And I love that shit.
Confidence is strong. Like people don't. That's strong.
Exactly.
Especially when you performing.
Exactly, performance. Who else? I gotta say, my boy, white boy, been cooking lately. He back on his shit, and a lot of people may not know what he got.
From the South Side.
Southward, yeah, white boy.
Because there's a couple white boys.
Not South,
they like to be honest.
White boy EIE, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to him. He doing his numbers. Excuse me, I don't want to make no mistakes. Who else I've been watching? I'm gonna just name a few. We got. I like the way. Let me get it right. Okay, I like Jay Wonder. And this is no malice, no matter what going on out there, y'all. So don't take it personal. There's a lot of y'all. I'm just trying to think of the ones that I really see. And Nef, of course, I see you moving. We've been talking on the phone and shit like that. So you already know how we doing. Crutch, I got to give Crutch his props. He's active. He always been active. He got a deal. Crutch Calhoun, if y'all know him, you go check him out. Some of my brothers, my close ones, are moving. But I don't want to say their name and sound biased. You get what I'm saying? Like, how you be like, yo, Beth, my brother Beth moving. He under the label, shout out to him. Big Stomp. Big Stomp, I love Stomp.
Yeah.
I love Stomp. That's my guy. That whole movement over there, Swerve. And that's for real. Like, I like them all together.
I like their unity is. I like that shit.
This is
their unity. I ain't even going front. That's what I like about that shit.
I love it. Another group y'all may not know about. It's like a group of them, but they really sound good to me. And how sometimes, remember I was talking about earlier how motherfuckers jump around with a lot of niggas.
Yeah.
Them my bros, I knew them, but I didn't know what they did in person. So when I first seen them, I thought they was just jumping around lit, but I was with it. I didn't care. But then, as I'm listening to the songs, they really got it. Like, they really talking, like it sound good. So Squeeze Boy, shout out to him. Mama Squeeze and them. Chops, I love Chops. It's my guy. Dice, it's Dice Money.
And see, you putting me onto some names, like some of the names, like I've heard, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I never got a chance to hear the music, and I'm the type, like, I tap in because
check it out.
And see, before I used to hop out on people and be like, "Yo, what's good? I'm Nef." Like, I did that to a few people, and they kind of made me feel uncomfortable. Like, they was looking at me like I was a clown. It was just like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna fall back from that shit.
Most of these,
but it was a few people that was like, "Oh shit!" Like, yo, you made me feel like somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Hayes, I like Hayes Hefner. That's my little bro. I fuck with Hayes Hefner. He be doing his numbers. They whole little movement over there. Not to say little movement, because I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah, I thought about, it's just a term. It's just the lingo,
like
that we picked up from the hood. It's just like when niggas say certain shit, like we say things a certain way. You know what I mean?
It don't mean that purposely. So Hayes, it's some females that's doing their numbers. I gotta say, I like the way Nisa F moving. You know, she moving right now.
She.
You know, she's. My thing is, I give credit no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I won't have no bias. So when I say these names, these are the people that I must say are trying and doing numbers. Like, they moving. So Nisa, and I know some of them probably gonna see this and be like, "Oh, you ain't mentioned me. I apologize. I love y'all. You know it. I'm just trying to give them a few, that we talking about." But Hayes, Nisa,
To see the point
of the question,
just so they can understand. It's like, because people need to understand there
Monique
is
the star. I'm sorry, I didn't want to forget. Sis
Monique.
I'm familiar with Monique. I love her energy. One thing, she's gonna be great right now. We all working at it, and some of us are getting there. And she's one of them. Just like, I'm still working, but she's just her character, like, and everything off and on camera and everything gonna help her more. Like, she's a star for real. You get what I'm saying?
I've came across some people
and
at some shows that's like that.
Yeah, and the music will come. Like, some people may not be perfect.
They're just charismatic where
they could learn and become something great. You get what I'm saying? And she's one of them. So I gotta mention Rambro. I almost forgot Rambro, Bex Guard. He's still rapping, and a lot of people. One thing, let me say this right quick. A lot of us get real aggravated or frustrated because we feel like we haven't been seen for a long time, but we've been busting our ass. So we start getting real aggravated. Niggas don't support all that. Yo, it's a lot of us, bro. You just got to find out your time and take it very, very, go hard with it, man. Because with music, if you listen to the interviews and everything they talk about, since y'all like Instagram, they got a clip up there with a guy telling you, an industry nigga telling you, it really takes Waka, matter of fact, it takes over $200,000, $300,000 for one joint to make it, bro. But we up here doing what's that joint called? Distros and all this other stuff that we got, and we like, yo, stream, and then we get to a certain level, we like, fuck it, no, keep pushing. I mean, you ain't got 300,000, but you could take 300,000 steps. You could hustle towards that. You know what I'm saying? But we stop because we feel like the music post to just get on YouTube and go viral and be that dude. But he that dude. I think, and he that dude. You know,
I think people what I've got comfortable with is the shows. So it's like me. I personally like to like I said, I like performing. So, but the point of the question was for people to understand there's a new sound, there's a new wave, there's a new movement coming from multiple different areas in Jersey. So it's like, if they understand and give that a chance, then maybe Jersey can come up and you know what I'm saying, and have something, because you so focused on what was when they ain't even is right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was who they was at their time, and it's like you can't keep letting that lapse go like that. Like,
you gotta move forward in all things and pay attention. You can't just keep counting everything out. You know what I'm saying? So I understand exactly where you're coming from when it comes to that. Like, we so selfish, man. It's crazy, man. And I understand it. You know, over time we became just real, like, I don't even know what to call us now, but I understand it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to judge it, but I just know we real.
I think not even just, I don't think it's selfish, but more so just self-preservation. I think but it can kind of, but the way it appears is more selfish. You know what I'm saying?
It feels selfish, but people just don't know. Like, you know, a lot of people,
some people be burnt out with shit.
Yeah, and over time, like you said, at some point, it's like you said, it's a new thing, right? New thing going on. But we feel like when we at shows and shit, right? We feel like motherfuckers is sitting there like, he don't like this. I don't give a fuck, right? When I'm at a show, the reason why I stand out is because if you think I'm like anybody else that came up this motherfucker, you got another thing coming. And I say that to say, I don't care if you sitting there like, I go for them first. Because everybody like confidence. Kendrick said it. Everybody like confidence. And them same goonies that's looking at you, it's just like in the streets. A goonie gonna test you. A goonie gonna try to see through eyes and contact as you walking through their hood or in their liquor stores where your heart at. So and when you on that stage, them same thug niggas is in the building with their mans, if they see you don't give a fuck, nigga, and you up there and you bombing and you looking at them with a smile like, yeah, I'm him, they gonna be like he him in their mind, but at the same time, they head gonna start doing this. And by the end, you know what they gonna do? Good shit, bro. Some of them ain't gonna wanna do it, but inside they know what's up. And that right there is enough for your confidence. Don't never let the crowd tell you what to do at these shows, nigga. If you wrote that shit and you a music head, nigga, that's dope. That's what you feel, motherfucker.
That's what I be wanting people. Like I told you, I think one of Jersey's issues, like some of their artists, like some of the issues is people image and their music ain't matching. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that it just like we trying to be, and that's another thing. We're kind of like duplicates. Like we feel like since we can't win with our own shit, we look at other shit like, oh, I'm about to do, and then you kind of like start becoming that, but trying to mix it with a Jersey feel. But you can't do that because we not copiers. We are originators. So now it's easy for people to spot when we copiers. Yeah, we the ones we got the original. We're Xerox. We're the ones that come to get the paper to copy.
Yeah, and like I said, it's no offense to no other states and nothing, because we don't talk crazy about other states. We don't really talk crazy about other states, but guess what? Everything from anywhere in the fucking close proximity come through here, from the port.
But even though we don't talk crazy about it, you know the funny thing? I done been out of state performing with, you know, my bro John Jeter. Shout out to Jeter and shout out to Uptown Mod.
Yeah.
And when we went out of state, it seemed like people be kind of shocked but happy when they be talking to somebody from Jersey, and it just be like,
because we're not friendly.
Yeah, word, and that's true. That is fact.
Right. Yeah. What they see. They see Goonies no matter what, because when you out of town, you don't know us. Yeah. You just know the stories. You know where not to go. You know them niggas who come up here. When you see us, it don't matter who you scared of. When you see us, we come in. You be like, oh, he ain't scared of them niggas? Them Jersey niggas crazy. No, we just not afraid of you niggas. We not afraid of none of that shit you afraid of. And that's what make them be like, we love them, because they like this. We like the saviors.
And a lot of times it's done smart too, because they know, like, it ain't like we looking at it like, man, fuck them, like this, that, and the third, but it's in a way where they like, damn, we know this motherfucker ain't like they, like it's not like they said nothing to us or we did anything to make them think like, well, I don't give a fuck about you, but it's just, you know, I got a confidence in myself. Like if it's something gonna happen, it's gonna happen, but it's gonna be a we clashing, not just a you whooping my ass or you just getting up and over.
And they know that. See,
and usually we the ones that they like. Usually like niggas know
we aggressive.
The stories. No, that, and they know that Jersey was the ones the motherfuckers was calling to clean up a lot of shit when shit was going on, really going on back in them days. They was calling their families from up Jersey.
You know what I'm saying? And when people say it from Jersey, listen, a lot of people would visit here, but would never live here. And a lot of us want to leave here to visit here. So we won't live here because of how thorough and how aggravated it make you on the daily, how crazy we are. So when niggas don't live here and they hear about that shit, to meet a nigga who would talk to them from there, they just happy to be around a nigga who crazy to name out. Like,
I'm gonna be honest.
Who from where they wish they could be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
everybody like the villain. The motherfucker who
I think they do, but you know what? I think that happens with everywhere. That's why certain states and cities names become so big, like Newark, Chicago, Detroit, LA. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, it was just like the like, damn, you know, to know somebody from California. It's like, damn, that'd be dope. But to be of age now, where no understanding, like, damn, it was simple to know somebody from California. Not not to downplay it, but it's like, you know. Now that I know it, and to find out they just like somewhat we're all the same. We're just doing it in a different way.
Facts.
And that's it. And we're doing it with a different language. So it's like when we meet up, sometimes it just might be uncomfortable in the beginning because it's like a person that's coming over here from Spain and you saying hello and they like, hola. It's like they know you. It's like they know you saying hi, but they know I don't understand it. But I know you saying hi.
I know what you said though. Yeah, I know what
you know what I'm saying. So
yeah,
it's crazy though.
They say we got an accent. They say all of the things.
Yeah,
but
I was told I was proper down south. All my cousins say that.
For real. But one thing that's why they call that Southern hospitality because we don't know that up here. We don't know hospitality because at the time when we had hospitality is when we was at our peak.
Shit. See, I was originally born in Mississippi, so that shit is stuck in me. And like, I tell people I'm a city bammer. I'm a city bammer and I'm a country slicker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's like, cause I've been down there enough to pick up certain shit, but I've been up here most of my life where I done picked up certain shit where I'm more rooted. Yeah, and it's almost like I'm more rooted though in Jersey.
Let me tell you something. I don't care, everybody out there watching. If you from any fucking way in America, once you hit Jersey and you live here for a year better, you are going to be Jerseyfied. I'm telling you. I done seen niggas accent change in 2 years from down south up here. I done seen niggas who didn't know nothing about really trying to start a fight to turn it into a killer in 2 years of living here. And now they go back down there and come back like, yo, I'm going back to Jersey, I'm home. Because this shit could suck you in if you a certain type of motherfucker. Yeah. And, you know, like you said, most of that shit, when you get here, it don't matter if half your life you was somewhere else. This shit take you to another realm. Like, you got to have another type of skin living here. Because we savage. And it's just bad because who else in the room? We never got to go to Cali's and all that and live our lives up out from being out here. So all we had was us in the room to shit on a hike on who I'ma floss on, other than my brothers. But don't realize you're not supposed to do that. We supposed to come up with a plan how we about to floss over there. And we'll floss with them. We never made it. We ain't gonna make it because I'm still up here trying to be like, damn, bro, got that dope ass jacket on. I'm gonna try to get the red when I would do them. Do my brand like this and that. You know, we don't think firsthand to use my connections for him and his connections. But in the South, when I go to Atlanta, when I go to Colorado, this is facts. I've been there. They pay me heavy money to come out there, and I'm just out here. I'm lit because I've been out for a while, and people know me now. But out there, I'm not no celebrity, and they paying me a couple $1,000 just to come out in my airfare and shit just to come out there. And when I get out there, it's really other people that run bigger spots out there when you out of town that be in that building that say, yo, come back to my shit, and I'm going to pay you next month. So you flying back out, and they love that. They don't care. A showcase out of town is a concert. A showcase look like a concert because no matter who up there, especially out of towners, they want to hear that different style. They don't give a fuck how great you are. They want to see your energy and confidence. And that's all you need with a person, because I could go from being an okay rapper and get the energy and confidence from y'all to become a great rapper. But I can't be just a great rapper with no confidence the whole way through. It ain't gonna work. Nah. It'll never work. Your energy has to be a certain level. Yep. Everything has to be a certain way. And down south, they make you that. When you go down south, you say, yo, I ain't coming back. We done watched 18 of our niggas through the internet move down there. Some of our niggas, like, shout out to DK, my brother, popular niggas that moved and said, Fah, I be on the phone with, Fah, I ain't never coming back. My brother Nito, shout out to Nito. He hit me, I ain't never coming back, bro. I'm going to come visit. I love home. But fuck that. And I feel them. Damn near
all of HGM done transitioned down there.
Standing right in the middle of Newark, I would say, I feel you, my niggas, because it's so sad that you, in order to be able to wake up and feel good, to do something, even if we try to put something together out here, it don't go right. Because everybody like, man, fuck that. We so used to it not going.
I ain't going to say exactly what it was, but Bori made a very good move when he got out there.
And that's crazy because I didn't realize Bori had bust the move until I seen them down there after I spoke to him up here.
I think Simba went down there too.
Simba was down there before that.
And that fucked me up because I just found that out. I looked when I seen him pull, I'm like, he's talking about some Atlanta been good. I'm like, wait. I'm like, wait, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I ain't no. I'm like, yo, I ain't no Sim went down there.
My brother Solid Bridge, my brother Dot, shout out to Dot, all them niggas, Darius, motherfucker Donis, all them is.
Yeah.
And when I go out there, I have no problem. I'm talking about everything.
I'm
Is
gonna tell you
perfect.
something that you didn't know, and I'm happy that once you said the last name, you know, Donnie is like that's my family. Martine, his mother, Tina, Martine, that's family. Yeah. His mother, you know, at that time, because that's what we called it. His mother is considered my godmother.
Then that's family. It's family.
You know what I'm saying? That shit bugged me out when I got down there because I didn't even know that him and D
had
was
bust the move. Yeah.
Word is born.
Yeah, they down there. And,
Word up.
And when you go down in them spots, man, they show you love, the energy, the air different. And then once you hit the Jersey air, when you get back, all you feel is negative energy.
I promise you, bro.
Yeah, you right.
I promise you, I used to go back and forth to Boston, right? Rest in peace to my bro Jamaic, Stephen Patton. He passed away in his sleep. I used to run back and forth up there with him. We was busting our little jugs. Bro, it seemed like every time I used to leave, and then you know back then, before the phone systems, the services got the way they got now, when you used to leave out of state, your service changed.
You gotta switch
over, right?
Yeah.
So my shit, you know, so it's like when it switched back over, no bullshit, I'm on the Greyhound, it switched back over, and I promise you, it's like I looked at the sky and I'm like, I don't see the stars no more. No bullshit. And I'm hustling at the time. My homegirl hit me like, little bro, you back yet? I'm like, what happened? She said, bro, some bullshit. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I ain't even get off the bus. I ain't get off the bus, yo. So word is more. I understand where you coming from with that shit.
Soon as I touched down the last time, when I just touched back down from with D. Ken, when I was out there, I had a show out there and shit. We was wildin' too. Like, we pulling up the shows and they letting us perform shit lit. They like, oh, you should y'all from Jersey? Yo, come on, we gonna get you. They don't give a fuck, bro. And we done won. Shorty done won. Nisa done won. I done put her in the little thing. She done won. You feel me? Took they bread. Like, I mean, we was out there. But one thing I did say was when I got back, as soon as I hit the block, I got the bag with me and everything and shit. The lift dropped me off, you know what I'm saying? My mans was double parked and they was all outside. So some other cat tried to, you know, they all out there lit on the block. So the Infinity shit's going around. My last man's hit my other man who crazy car. The same moment I touched down, to my boom. Now this is a nigga who gonna beat you up for that. He don't care, and you're gonna pay. Like he don't want to talk. Like for real. Like this is a nigga that seen y'all doing it. Like they spent the block once.
Yeah.
And he was like, this niggas better stop wilding. We double parked. The nigga came back and hit his shit. Boom. I said, oh shit. So now, in my mind, I'm trying to figure if I'm gonna just slip off and not see this dangerous shit that's about to happen. Cause I know this big nigga about to.
Oh man.
He actually talking to him, so I'm like, oh, maybe we got something here. This is the same moment I landed, got off the lift, and got out. I got out, and as soon as I got out,
So as soon as you were in park, it's like, dude.
I swear to God, boom. Yo, the nigga, so the other nigga like, damn, yo, I fucked my shit up on that piece of shit. Gonna talk shit to the Goonie. So now the Goonie like, what?
Even if you wasn't a Goonie though, but that's the shit that I hate
what I hate.
That,
and
bro.
I'm cool with that nigga too. But guess what? I'm a fair nigga. I don't like corny shit. I don't like fuck shit. I don't like whole shit. And for him to say that, like you ain't fuck up, but you hit his shit and knocked his wheel in and everything on the curb. You talking about his piece of shit? Mind you, he got a nice, decent little Honda at the time that he was driving because his wife had his truck. He was in an Affinity that they fixed up. But long story short, no offense to bro, you know what I mean? Because that's my guy with the Infinity. That's my guy. But what he did was corny. He was like, my bro was like, what? So now he's like, yo, he like, bro, you hit my shit. So now he taking his jacket off. I said, this is where it goes left. And now I gotta stay because now he already in motion. I gotta try to stop him. So I'm like, yo, bro, shit, woo, woo, woo. They about to go at it because bro boxed, so he feel like he could beat him. But he boxed, so now he like, what? Everybody paddling. I'm talking about this is the same night. I had to break this shit up, bro. Cops came, everything. I didn't even make it home, bro. I came home in the morning because I had to, some chicks start fighting around there at the same time. They done had to, it was crazy, bro. Like
they let them fight though. I bet you they let them fight though.
They let them fight. Yeah. Look, titties was out, everything. They was wilding. I was like, shit. I was sitting on the car. I ain't even make it home.
But you know what's funny though, bro? Even though we laughing about it, but like I said in the show, in the interview last night, we don't laugh when it's two black men really go at it because we know shit can get fucked up. Like, because somebody somewhere knows, like you said, they both can shoot their shit, but somebody know just because he can shoot his shit, the other nigga is a shooter though. Yeah, he can beat you the fuck up, and he's still gonna shoot you. So we gotta stop this.
This is what I'm saying, and that's the sad
and with
part.
chicks, you ain't gonna be that concerned.
Nah.
But I know someone's where it's like, nah, don't.
Only worry about that in the South because it's open carry.
What, with the chick?
Because down in the South, you see the most chicks pull out their band.
No, I'm gonna keep it real, and it's funny because my homegirl, she just tapped in. I'm gonna keep it real. Bro, them GCG chicks in my hood, you couldn't play with them.
No, it's chicks up here. No, don't get it fucked up. We got some Goonies. These bitches, the Goonies.
You know they had some chick, like Patterson had some chicks, what they call themselves, the Pussy Pound?
I know what you're talking about when they had their little, but what I'm saying is Jersey, we lit. Don't get it fucked up. Every hood got bitches my hood, like we got bitches that go. But what I'm saying is I don't worry about that with fights up here because it's just like that. If these bitches that fight up here, it's rare that you see bitches shooting at the other bitches because they mind state, they'll cut them motherfucker. But then they mind state, they know if they shoot anything with this crowd of people, that's gonna be ugly because it's too much mixed of people. Now niggas is stupid enough to do it because niggas got pride issues, so they'll take that risk.
And it's the, oh man, yo, such and such shot that shit up after this. Like, yo.
Because he want to be a gangster. But that's what I hate. Why is we even saying we got, and it be the niggas with kids, that'd be the crazy part. But why is we grown ass men who got kids and all this shit be the most crazy thinking we got to uphold some crazy shit? I could speak to you as a man. I ain't even got to fight you, my nigga. I could tell you, you say nothing about me, I say nothing about you. We keep it moving if that's the case. But niggas don't know how to do that because it's a certain principle and rule that they've set for us, and we ran with it. I ran with it. He ran with it. We all ran with it till you grow the fuck up and realize, hold up, fuck y'all. My kids are more important than you niggas, dog. And I tell the most gangster nigga that. Fuck you if you don't like that. My kids more important than you, nigga. I'ma always say that. You could put the burner in my head now and be like, what you say? I'ma say, fuck you. My kids is more important than anything. So when I start thinking that, you scared. You just don't want to. Whatever nigga asks about me, I done my dirt. I'm not with none of that.
You know the crazy
I could jump into the shit that's going on, but nah, cause see now that's what recycles you. Now you got more shit to deal with. Now I don't know if your clown ass mad cause you lost that fight and you want to shoot it out, so I might as well end you. Or if you gonna try to tell people and spread the rumor and the nigga at ShopRite I never seen before is staring me down cause you done went and told him some shit that ain't true.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, and I know a lot of people may not believe this shit. That's the story of my life, literally, when we first started chopping it up. And, you know, because it's not that we didn't see eye to eye. I was coming a certain way because that's what was going on with me. And it's crazy because, I was looking to pursue music and I was pursuing music, but I was doing my other business, my transportation business, and my name got more popular with that shit.
Yeah.
And that shit literally led over to people literally talking bad about me to the point where that shit was affecting my business and my personal life. But it took me a minute to see this shit because I didn't know people thought or felt a certain way about me until certain shit was happening. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and where did you get this from? Me and you never had a situation.
It'd be random shit, bro. And we fall in every time because we feel like we men, right? But guess what a real king do? A real king ain't never out here talking about, you like, yo, you need to stop. Nah, I'm good, bro. I handle the kingdom. Now, guess what I'm going to do? I don't deal with that type of peasant because to me, that's a peasant. And if I'm a king and he say he a king, he wouldn't be in that, we wouldn't be in this position with me personally because I know me. Don't nothing go down. I don't have no dirt on me, meaning I don't have nobody that I'm talking to on the low that could tell you I really said some wild shit about the next person because I talk to people. If I feel away, or if I, you know what I mean, we fuck with each other, whatever, we always going to end on a note where you know and we have clarity. Even if you did some funny shit to me. So I hate that of people who start talking and just making shit instead of coming to you.
They make a persona.
And they make a narrative about some shit and they got other niggas that you fuck with that fuck with you and know that's not you, start thinking, no, I ain't never gonna let another man make me start thinking something I never seen of this guy. I'm gonna actually question you like, nah, bro, he ain't never did that before. What you did? What type of shit you want? I want to find out.
Even if the stories sound, and see, that's the thing about it too. People got to understand when they know, even if you speaking on something and you wasn't wrong, you still got to understand, depending on who you talking to, they're going to question it a little bit. And you got to understand and respect that because they wasn't there.
Yeah, so they can only go off of what they're hearing from this side and this side.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's just like that's what like mediation is for. That's why that's you know what I'm saying? Like this person tell their side, this person tell their side, and they come to a conclusion of where there might have been some miscommunication of this shit.
But see, that's 90s elementary shit. That's curriculum shit these niggas don't know about. A lot of these niggas don't know the curriculum. This is why they look at me strange.
Dropped out of school.
This is what I'm saying. Or even if they didn't, right? A lot of niggas just don't pay attention to life shit that they should. They pay attention to everything else that people
The wrong detail.
mold them to. So they so used to that. Nah, I'm the type of nigga. No, I was the type of nigga. You get what I'm saying? Niggas be like, well, I'm the type of nigga that because of morals. You get what I'm saying? So I don't do that. I know how to adjust myself to knowing the times and different situations and different people, but I'm going to always stay grounded. I'm not going to let that shit control me. Before I punch on a motherfucker or do some shit like that, or they punch on me or whatever it goes, I'm going to avoid it from before it even get there. But we ain't used to that. We used to the animal, so, you know.
So look, I want to ask a few questions before we get to it, because have you do a performance at the end. So real quick, you know, just a simple, and they basic, but you know, what are some of the influences? What are the reasons that you started doing music? What keeps you doing music? And like, who are some of the artists that you may say that you believe influenced you?
Well, I started doing music. I was like 5. I remember it was like my birthday, around my birthday, August and shit. And I stole my brother. My brother had a radio. You know, I tell the story all the time. And I stole his raps and shit. I went to the block, and ever since I just like writing shit or being a part of that shit. Like he take me to the studio with him. You know what I mean? I watched it. I freestyle on the block all the time. You know what I mean? And that's how I started. What keep me going is knowing that I never stop, and passion. Like a lot of us stop because we never had the passion. We wanted what come with that shit. Passion, you never stop. Even if you get a smaller room, they tell you leave one big building. You got to go to another little building. You're going to get little equipment and go in there and do it. Passion. That's what keep me going. Not because people say I'm hot or not. I'm me. So I speak from the heart, and you take it how you take it. Some going to capture, some it ain't. For those who do, respectfully. For those who don't, you know, get familiar. You know, you listen to
get out the way.
Yeah, you know, listen to what you prefer. You know, I'm not mad because I prefer what I prefer.
Deal.
You know, I love you still. And you said, and the last question.
Like who are some of the artists that
influenced me?
That may have influenced you?
First artist that really influenced me, a lot of people say Biggie and Jay-Z's. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't allowing nobody to say that in no podcast. I'm not accepting that as an answer.
As an answer, exactly. I don't, because it would be a lie.
Yeah,
like,
it's too cliche. That's what, and that goes back to what I'm saying. Like, people got to understand there's a change of, in order for something to change, something has to change. And there's a change of power. And it's funny, just real quick, just to give a quick example of what I'm talking about. I went to go get some transcripts for court, audio transcripts today. They want exact fair, but they don't accept card. And they don't have no change to give you.
Okay.
And so I'm like, well, who can I make a complaint to about this? Because y'all system is outdated. So when I went and spoke to the ombudsman, she understood exactly where I was coming from. And the point that me and her both understood and got down to is somebody up in this hierarchy that's been there too long. They got to go. They need to retire, get out the way. That's why certain policies is keeping people from moving forward, because they're outdated.
And nobody's going down there in the room, unlocking it and making it, you know, fixing it up.
No, they are, because she told me it's just the person that's up there stuck in their ways.
No, I'm talking about, I was actually referring to like the point you was making towards what we were talking about, like how they say Biggie and stuff. Like, nobody's going to question the system. Whatever the system says, we go with, and we don't question it, because we know question it don't mean nothing, because they're just going to throw you in the algorithm over there to the left. They got it like that now. So if you ain't doing what they, or being a certain way, you think you lit because you get 1,500 likes or 10,000, but you're not. You know, you're not going to be in everybody's, algorithm like you should, because you're not who they are. So I won't say Biggie or Pac. No, I will say who inspired me was various music, just various music. I can't even say specifically. I just like good music and really R&B and old music. You get what I'm saying? But Eminem was the first one I could say that made me, because I was like, I don't remember exactly how old, probably 7th grade, 8th grade, and that's when I really felt somebody make me feel like I want to do that. And then from there, it was just like the next person I would have to say that I can feel and think of was Drake. And the reason why I said Drake is because a lot of people look at Drake to be this Degrassi and he dope. Everybody give him his credit. They tried to hit him with the right people writing for him, and that's cool. We can live with that, but that man make everything sound great. I don't go through every song he ever made, even his whack joints. Listen to him while you cleaning up, and you be like, damn, that's whack, but he talking on that. Mm-hmm. And he's a rhymer, and his subject matter, and he makes whack beats sound amazing. And this is why I said Hove had me motivated at one point. I will never lie. Hove always had me motivated every time he dropped, because that's what he do. Yeah, he's a motivator. When he dropped, everybody knew Hove dropped. We got to hear what he talking about, because the way he talk, I love that talk. So he motivated me, but he wasn't something that helped me be like, I want to rap. Him or Nas and nothing like that. I just love songs they drop that made me be like, yeah, I'm doing right. I'm motivation. But like a Drake who hit the soul, like, damn, a lot of his subject matters I fuck with. The way he make music sound all over, Jamaican, it don't matter what it is. That's the type of artist inside I am. Even if I can't really sing with a high note, I want to write that shit because I want to do that. I'm one of him. Like, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm not just a rapper cat. You know what I'm saying? So when you hit like the joints I sent you, niggas would have thought I was gonna see some. I got the Glock on the hop and the hip and the pop. That would never be me, because I don't sound right doing that. But they feel like that's good.
Yo, I just told them last night, even though I have a resume of that and may do one or two, but I said, think about how that shit would sound. Niggas know that I'm 40 years old and I'm on a song talking about spinning the block. They gonna be like, come on, OG, who pissed you off? What young girl got you out there? Wow. So, hell,
because even with regular, like, that's like medium trap to me. Everybody out getting money. That's just something you should think about. Big bank take little bank. I ain't even got a bank out because, niggas was flexing talking about, I got a car. Cool, I ain't got a bank account. You can take little bank. I got a couple hours. As long as I can do what I got to do, I ain't trying to compete with you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Regular. I'm regular, but I'm not your regular degular. I try to make my music as clear as possible, but we don't hear each other.
You know one of the things, this is, and I'm going to say this because is, a lot of times people used to tell me, and I've been working on that. They like, yo, some shit you should keep to yourself, but being as though this is a platform for that. By the way, segue, that's what the show is called, the platform with Nef Bezos, where we have uncommon conversations on airwave radio.
Go follow that.
So, like, damn, I just lost my train of thought that fast.
You said showing the hand. You said basically telling the
hand.
Oh,
yeah. Like it was certain things that people used to tell me, like, yo, bro, you should just keep some stuff to yourself. But I've seen something that I spoke on be done, and it worked, and it pissed me off. I've seen Geronimo the Gambino, Hard Luck, and I'm not gonna lie, because I speak to them more, I'm more familiar with them. I don't remember the other two brothers' names on the song, but they took an old beat and hopped on it on some group shit and bent it. And it was the Rough Rider shit. They bent the shit.
What's that shit?
I think it was Scenario. I think it was Scenario. It was one of the Rough Rider joints, but it was Scenario 2000.
Okay.
It was Scenario 2000. I had to think about it because I was about to say Jigga My Nigga, but it wouldn't. That's them two beats came from each other. But the fact that I would like to see dudes from Jersey, I mean, not like from Essex County do that. I would like to see dudes from not just Passaic County do it. I would like to see Essex County do that. If it's dudes in Middlesex, if it's dudes in Sussex, like dudes in Camden, dudes in Trenton, like I would like to see that because it shows the unity, and then also it gives it's a lot that could come from that because
better look.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, they motivated me, yo. That track they did, that shit had me inspired because I'm like, but I was inspired like I want to do this with other niggas, like, because I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's a question I want you to ask because sometimes people they like to say they don't think they are, but I'm gonna be honest with you, if a person was to ask me right now, but I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna ask you this. I would say if I had to compare myself, or I would think who influenced my style the most at this point, really realizing it, I would say DMX and 50.
Okay.
I would really believe like I'm a combination of DMX and 50. So who would you think, like, who is there any artist that influenced you enough where it helped you mold your style to who Fah Famyliah is?
I can say, all right, like I said earlier, it's multiple artists that I've taken different motivations from at different times when they dropped, including 50. Because when that Get Rich or Die Trying, everybody and their mother was motivated. Stop lying. Y'all out there lying, don't lie. That was the best shit ever to me. Like, I couldn't believe that album was, though I was writing heavy at the time.
What? I was about to say
trying
that,
to be
yo.
him. I was trying to be that guy. Like, I was like, I got to write songs. You know what I'm saying? And then Game, this is, all them shits like start dropping. That time of music was kind of up so to me. So it was like, that motivated me. But then, you know, the early Drake came and the Eminem still had some lingering joints. And so I was one of them who listened to Earth, Wind, and Fire and get an idea of an R&B joint and write it, maybe, or whatever, or some Kim, or whatever. And then to be listening to Hove and get motivated. So this is why if I gave you a catalog of music, because a lot of people ain't heard my catalog. If I gave you a catalog, you just listen to it, you'd be like, oh, he really is who he ain't really didn't have no movie. He really does some of everything. He's open-minded. We could go rock star life with it. You know what I'm saying? We go Slash on him. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I don't have a set, artists that made me do that, because I took pieces from Pun. Like, Pun had me motivated when I was in the 6th, 7th, 8th. You know what I mean? These people helped me. All of them helped me because I was passionate. And when you passionate, music gonna make you move. Whatever's musically, you like, ooh.
I'm gonna tell you something I used to do around that era, because I wrote songs. I was always into that, writing songs. I was never really, so to speak, like the bar rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
like
had metaphors, but the bars came when something literally, it had to be a personal situation. And then I go to the studio and niggas be like, who the fuck pissed you off?
Or
like literally, like,
or Jada and them, I won't lie.
Yeah.
Little Hot 97 shit to make you go home and be like, yo, I want some bars. I need some punchlines. And I'm saying, you J Hood and all them niggas and all them back then, and make you want to rap like that. So you might write some shit like that. But if you're a song maker, you're gonna make more songs than that.
I
like
used to actually, and I still this is still one of my methods. But back then, when every week it was new albums always coming out on Tuesday.
Yes.
I was so heavy that every time I was always buying a new album, and I would listen to it from front to back and wait for this track that grabbed me so much that I would have that shit. I would play that shit over and over and write to that beat. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then with the vocals on it, I would do that. And it was some albums that only had 1 or 2 songs that could make me do that. Then it was some that had 3 or 4. Then it was some, but like you said, when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, and I was already crazy off of 50 shit, because I was familiar with him before. You know what I'm saying, with the Power of a Dollar shit. So like when he resurfaced and he was coming, I'm like, bro, coming crazy. He had me motivated wanting to write. And then mind you, I'm in the street with the group that I was running with. We was calling ourselves Gorillas. So you couldn't tell me I wasn't off no G-Unit shit. So I was going crazy. I'm talking about in the dumb shit, bro.
Everybody ganged up.
I'm in the club, like, I'm letting you know I'm the shooter because I got the bullet in my mouth. Like, let it jump off, nigga. Bruce Leroy, like, niggas looking at me like, this nigga, what the fuck? Like,
I was stupid too. I'm out there talking about beef, cocking and dumping the drama.
Look at what really, but the crazy shit though, and we was talking about this last night, right? Even though like that era of music, it motivated us to some extent, like a mindset. it still didn't do what this drill shit is doing.
Because it's real. See, what you don't realize is what 50 was talking about was a story of things that happened.
And you knew
And that's
you
their
knew
life
that.
they changed.
You
even
knew that.
Most of the songs wasn't like that. They just did some of them songs that was beef, cocking, and dumping. And but then they hit you with, if I can't do it, homie, it can't be done. So I'm gonna let the champ. He was doing all type of shit, but
Poor Lil Rich was my shit.
Poor Lil Rich, but the drill nowadays is right on. It's like I just shot this nigga, or we killed them, and now it's rap about it time. And yo,
It's
we
real
happy.
time. This is real time.
Yeah.
You seen how I killed him on camera. We see the shits and everything he talking about, and it's like it's motivating the other little niggas who we known once before this drill. That was little kids growing up. You see them sagging and talking about they gripped up now. You like that music. 50 and them ain't have us like that. They had us want to grind, and we had it, but we wasn't stupid with it.
It definitely wasn't, yo.
It was defensive drill. It was like, we the gang, y'all the gang. You fuck with us, we gonna get you.
Yup.
We fuck
Or
with y'all.
don't come over here
Don't
shit.
come over here. We don't come over there.
They
We come
shit
over
is,
here.
I'm on the op block.
I'm on the op block. Look, we outside. You
I'm
should
on this block.
antagonize.
They say his mother live right here, nigga. What?
That's why it's more
Yeah, they
real.
doing that wild shit now.
And that's the crazy thing, because I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of them type of people, like, I know better now, but like I know me. I don't think I would have dealt with that well. Like, you talking about you in front of my mother's house, bruh. This city would have been on fire too much.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
You might well put me in the casket now, because I'm coming with all intent to die if somebody dying with me. But y'all might as well pull the army out.
I'm out in front of such and such kid's school, and
What?
I know you don't know nobody else that got a child to go to this. Man, I'm gonna be somewhere else with. Like,
that shit, motherfucker called me talking about little dude or little chick stabbed my daughter with a pencil. Stabbed her. I'm way on 22. I got here about 2.5 seconds up here. Boy, I was out, because in my mind, I'm like, I judged it beforehand, like how these kids is. So I'm like, I could just imagine that little bad motherfucker probably did some dumb shit, got mad, stabbed. Now she leaking to some stupid shit. Yeah. And it's thoughts like that we have, because we know these kids are capable.
You had enough time, though, before you got there to assess the shit. Dang.
Mentally,
yeah.
But even then, you still got these mixed. You still got to worry more now. Yeah. Back then, we talked that shit, but guess what? At 8 o'clock, I was in mama's house eating that dinner, and they ain't hear a curse out of my mouth. But then when I leave out, when my CD player 50 Cent in there, and I'm cursing my ass off. See, that was the difference.
And waiting for some drama.
The Goonies, our big brothers, they in front of, if we cursed by mistake in front of their mother, they trip. You get what I'm saying? That was the difference. Now, these niggas like, "Ma, what the fuck you doing?" And he cursing too. Like, nah, back then the OGs respected their own, but the niggas who killed respected their mothers and his and his. That's beyond that. Mm-hmm. We got beef outside. I love you, mom. See you later. And then you look at your mans who moms it is that you got problems with, say, we still got to shoot the fade. I won't never touch your moms, because I got respect for your moms. And we eat pie at your mom's house, and I stayed the night at your house. But me and you got problems, so we got to go outside and get right. And then you and mommy talk respect. About it. Cool. Mommy got to respect it.
But
now,
you know,
fuck you and your mother and your grandmother. And Clonk hit your grandmother with the burner shooter. Now he's shooting at you. This shit is reckless. And people justify that shit.
They put it where there has to be a response. Like, it ain't room for no
nothing else.
There's no room for please. There's no room to plead the fifth.
There's nothing else to do.
I have no option.
Back then it's warrant. It's like, yo, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do your mother. All right, cool. Now we got a problem is, you don't even know you got a problem with some of these niggas. Yeah. And then next thing you know, you like,
that happened to me in a halfway house with That happened to me in a halfway house with a dude from Trenton, bro. And it's crazy, because I was cool. I like my whole journey, period. I've been getting cool with niggas from Trenton. Like, I got cool with a nigga in Trenton and Job Corps and everything. Like, every time my little travels and shit, cool. I find somehow, even when I went to prison, got cool with niggas in Trenton. That's part of where the name Nef came from. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, this dude, bro, it was just building up, and we ended up clashing in the halfway house. And mind you, I don't really want to get at him like that, and I know, but I ain't trying to let him get up on me, because at the same time, I don't want to go back behind the wall. But it's like, and you know what's crazy, when it was all said and done, because we ain't really do much to each other, because we both didn't really want to go back.
Something like.
So when I spoke to one of the other bros the next day, they was just like, "Bro, you ain't see that coming?" I'm like, yeah. I honestly had to say like, yeah, I did, bro, because it was just like I ain't understand. Like me and the nigga, I was working at McDonald's. The nigga argued with me about because they was letting me bring food back. That became my hustle. So mind you, some niggas literally they gave certain orders.
Yeah.
He basically, bro, he started the argument over a cheeseburger. Literally,
something
bro.
deeper. It's something deeper.
That's what made me know. I'm like, come on,
It's
my
some- it be
nigga.
stuff deeper.
You told the niggas you got my number as well, because you know we all, regardless, we kept each other in tune because we ain't supposed to add jacks. So we like, yo, they about to do a count, yo, this, that, the third. The nigga said he wanted a cheeseburger. He got there now, and he's I ain't want no cheese. And he's like, how you gonna charge me? I'm like, bruh.
Oh, he played with some niggas want that day. They feel like they want to let the anger from whatever they feel mentally about you out, and that's the problem with men. We battle with each other's brains. I don't battle with niggas' brain, bro.
You wanna play mental chess with me, and I ain't even at the board.
You just first of all, you was in shape. He looking at you.
But mind you, and it's not even no funny shit, bro. He was in shape and he was a handsome nigga. That nigga he had them coming all up and through there.
What
like
that mean?
And it was bugging. That's what
That
bugged me
got
out
nothing
because
to do
that
with
then I
the
didn't.
energy.
And at that time I didn't understand it,
Realize
and
it.
I didn't even have nothing coming through there.
But that's the problem. See,
But
niggas
I know
got
what it was,
energy. Like niggas see niggas feel a certain thing that
But
they don't have.
But I also realized what it was too, though. It was that old cliche area shit because I'm from Newark, he from Trenton, and Newark niggas always think
and
that.
I forgot he from Trenton, so he
So
felt
I want
like,
to try to
I'm the
get
tough
one up
guy.
on a Trenton. I mean on a Newark nigga.
Ain't happening. It don't happen like that ever.
You know what I'm saying? That shit don't. And I've been in situations like that a few different times, bro, where it's just like motherfucker think, oh yeah, he like.
Oh, he know I got to test.
I had a nigga try to test me because they thought I was from Morristown when I was down in prison. But the thing was, I repped Morristown for a reason because I didn't like how niggas was like how you said they was grown up there.
Yeah.
Them niggas will fight and go in the back and drink and talk about that shit, and next day them niggas be cool.
Yeah.
And them niggas got knuckle game because it was a gym. See, that was the shit that got away from certain areas in our areas. So they just thought them niggas was soft.
Yeah,
and I used to tell them like, bro, I guarantee if you went and did a fade with that nigga, I guarantee he'd fuck you up. And you would be so mad that your homie's gonna want to get in it.
Yeah, or try to shoot him.
And they be like, bro, you always repping for these niggas. Like, bro, it ain't that. Like, I was up there, I was getting money up there, but I ain't gonna sit here and all right. I wouldn't be real if I just let you walk into a fight that I know you
ain't gonna last in like you think.
You ain't, bro. I'm telling you.
And on top of that, why is it even? See, that's the thing with men. Like we so worried about, yo, bro, I'm me, right? He's him, right? If you eat cheddar fries and I eat Doritos, how I'm gonna get mad because you ain't eating Doritos or you ain't doing what I think? You gotta let motherfuckers be who they is, my nigga. Like he fuck with the Morristown niggas. Why you even fucking with him? To test them? That's the problem. You will never be the toughest niggas. I don't care who you are. I don't know why. If that's what niggas want to do to test, we gonna test. First of all, like you said, no matter what city or where you from, you not getting one up on a real Newark. Like maybe one of them ones that never been outside and they don't know nothing, so you caught them slipping. But anybody who been outside, even the punk that been outside, go elsewhere. He's not getting chumped by nobody in this earth.
Nope.
We always come up on top. We always, because you know you're not going to make a move because your mind says we will demonize you. So all you can do is throw little shots like, I ain't say no cheeseburger, bro, and see if you how mad you going to get to see if he could do more shit. And if you be like, bro, well, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Now he like, it's cool. Or if you be like, bro, you said
like, bro, like, it ain't no big deal,
He's like, ain't no big deal. Let him think that, but in his mind, he's like, oh, why he mediocre. I still don't know. Good. I want you confused because you should be thinking that way anyway. That's a man. He went to go get the cheeseburger anyway for you, nigga. He's showing you love. You worried about trying to argue with this man because his energy better than yours. Because we from a place where you want to be. You want to be at that level. We don't have to try.
Yo, you want to know how crazy and ironic this shit was? I was dating this, I call her the Liberian princess because she was Liberian and Nigerian. She's from Princeton. Why she happen to know the nigga? And when I say she knew him, not like because he tried to push up on her or she had a thing for him. She knew him because when I mentioned his name, she said his real name. And you know when the motherfucker say a real name a certain way, like, such and
like
such.
Clarence, like how Eminem said Clarence.
Like,
you talking about Clarence?
It's like, huh? And so, like, when she said, she was just like, he's from such and such, and he wants to be from Trenton so bad.
Oh,
and it was just
shit.
like,
That's
and mind
big.
you, this is years after that. Because I told her, it was just funny to me because I found out that he was from Princeton.
Yeah.
But he was saying he was from Trenton.
Trenton, yeah.
You know, that type of shit. But I get, but
that's
don't
two
get me
different
wrong, but I get it to an
Yeah.
extent.
You
but
need
it's
something
like,
to hold you up.
I get it, but it's like you was going too far with
You
you
was
had
pushing
your,
it.
you was pushing
You
it.
should have just let it be that. And
You had your
alright.
image, you had
Yeah.
it going. You know what I'm saying? You had the name.
You got comfortable
You
and
got
start.
no. He got cocky, and then the crazy part is he went home and got locked up. Crazy charge after that. Like got jammed. Almost the way it was told to me. I don't even think it was some shit that he went and got started. I think it was some shit he came home and stepped in, and it was already in motion, and
Yeah,
he just got caught up with
in
this
the
shit.
mix of that shit. Yeah, that shit happens a lot, man. I try to stay out the way, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Love it though.
So we gonna listen. We gonna end this off. What we gonna have you do? You know, you gonna perform at the end, give whatever your lead single or whatever you're promoting now. And other than that, you got any final words you wanna let them know? Most importantly, let them know where to follow you and everything, and where to get the merch if they want to get the merch.
Well, the website is under construction right now because we like upgrading everything. So you kind of like DM me or O Diddy, which you can go through my page. So Fah Famyliah 1, let's spell it right, man. Make sure it's FAHFAMYLIAR with the one on the end of that, and that's everywhere else. And that's where you can get the merch, you can get the music, you can get to anything. Just type the name in. Google me.
Right.
Simple.
So, shit. You got anything you want to say, Solo?
Nah, man. You know what I mean? I just want to, thank you for coming through. You know what I mean? And Nef, we got the platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Shout out to my bro too. I'm my bag. I cut him off because I ain't showing him. He in the building, man. Solo. He's definitely in the building.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Appreciate the love too, man. Appreciate Nef. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all.
So y'all stay tuned in with us, man. This is the platform with Nef Bezos, where we have uncommon conversations on 1 and 9 Airwave Radio.
Get familiar. Man, knock it out. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Chesty. Yeah. Look, rule number 1 where I'm from, never ever go against the grain. Rule number 2, fucking number 2, it's only one rule to this game. Go ahead, get your money up, and you know that I'ma do the same. You already know the nigga Fah, better get familiar with the game. I'm just trying to keep up with the game, Lord knows I've been sleeping in the rain. Now it's time to wake up in the sun. I ain't gotta make it number 1, I could be your number 2 or your number 5, I can even be your number 10. Long as I can make it for my sons and for my daughters, get my shit in order, dog. I'm just trying to make it to the fun. Was a young dumb little nigga with a gun. Said I hold it down for my city when I come. I'm from Newark Bricks, ain't no pity where I'm from. Yeah. But I'm just too loud for this, and you can't ride with this. You just too high for this, and y'all contend. We're saying this cockiness is just my confidence, and I'm convinced that I ain't got time for this. But I gotta get mine, you dig? Said I gotta get mine, you dig? Word. Rule number 1 where I'm from, never ever go against the grain. Rule number 2, fucking number 2, it's only one rule to this game. Go ahead, get your money up, and you know that I'ma do the same. You already know the nigga Fah, better get familiar with the game. Facts. Yeah, you already know the nigga Fah, better get familiar with the game. Let that vibe out right quick. Let that vibe out. Yeah, adjust my mic for y'all. Yeah. Rule number 1 where I'm from, never ever go against the grain. Rule number 2, fucking number 2, it's only one rule to this game. Yeah, and you know that I'ma do this stuff. Pay attention. Check it in. Look, I'm just trying to live life right. I ain't really trying to get rich. Everybody out for $1. Ain't nobody trying to make sense. I'm just trying to really stay up out the damn way until it's time to make amends. I ain't really trying to make friends. I'm just trying to poly with the fam. Probably meet a hottie with some ends. Probably hit a party with her friends. Buy that new Ferrari or the Benz. Yeah, never acting Hollywood again. Just the way I kick it with the fans. I could do karate in my Timbs. Look, I was only 16, sitting backstage with a Sharpie and a pen, trying to learn the rules to the game. But you know the rules done changed. Niggas out selling wolf tickets. I'm just buying tickets to the plane. It don't even matter why you here, long as they remember that you came. You heard? Yeah, it don't even matter why you here, long as they remember that you came. Facts. Check how it is though. Check how the hook go. Look, rule number one, where I'm from, never ever go against the grain. Rule number two, fucking number two, it's only one rule to this game. Go ahead, get your money up, and you know that I'ma do the same. You already know the nigga squad, better get familiar with the name. You heard that? Yeah, you already know the nigga squad, better get familiar with the name. You like that? I bet you do. Yeah. Rule number one, where I'm from, never ever go against the grain. Rule number two, fucking number two, it's only one rule to this game. You know, in the background and shit. Yeah, that's that wine talking right there, though. One spotlight, you feel me? Shout out to y'all, man. I'm gone. Put it back there, though. Shout out to all the love, man. Airway 1 and 9. It's the highway. If it ain't my way, you heard? Get familiar with the game. Yeah. I'm gone.